I think most of the time we tend to underestimate the power of venting out whenever you're going through something, and that somehow cause conflicts in our lives. Welcome to the show, Conversations with Simo. I welcome you to this new show under the umbrella of the fast sessions. This is something I've always wanted to do. So I just want you guys to brace yourself, whether you're having tea, whether you're working out, whether you're cooking. I want you to enjoy the show. My name is Simo Sake, and I will be your host. The topic for today that I want to go through is write down your thoughts. Write down your thoughts. Why is it important for us to write down your thoughts? Because it is said most of the time when all you think of is negative thoughts, there are high chances that you subconsciously gravitate to those things. So now you can imagine if you do the exact thing by instilling positive thoughts in your life, because that somehow has a way of being able to channel how you think. Like it becomes your coping mechanism in a way. So most of the time, like when I was going through some things like in the past, I used to isolate myself and then think like it's okay for me to just swallow in my sorrows, like just be on my own, not tell anyone about it, because I feel like people are too worried about their own things to be worried about my own problems. And part of it was true, but in a way, I learned to develop this habit of writing down my own thoughts. So now, the one thing that I've learned with that, with like writing down your own thoughts is, it's more like a burden that you release off your shoulder, especially when you're going to write whatever it is that you're going through, and then you burn that paper. Because what I usually do is sometimes I would write something that I'm going through, and then even if it means I'll cry, I will cry. So I would cry until I can't cry anymore. And then I'll write those things down, and then bend the paper. But then, in a way, I would feel a difference. It's like a part of some burden is lifted off my shoulder. I can't explain the feeling, but it's like that. So I don't know. Maybe we all have our coping mechanism. Like we tend to have like different ways of coping. Just let me know in the comment section which is your own way of coping. And also, while you're letting me know in the comments, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with others. So now, the reason I'm saying you need to write down your thoughts is because I've developed this habit of having a note everywhere I go. So be it's a notepad in my phone, a notepad in my iPad, the notes that I can see in my room, or an exercise book. Now, why am I doing this? One will ask, why are you doing this? Because I've realized something. When you write something down and then give it like a time frame that I need to do such and such, and then you place it in a place where you're gonna see it. Say, for an example, when you wake up, all you see is that body that is written all the things that you are going to write, that you are intending to do. Sorry, it in a way it subconsciously gives you what is it that you need to do, something to look for in a day. So the reason I'm saying that is because it's important for us to understand that for everything that you need to do, you need to be able to write it down. Because by writing it down, it's more like an obligation that you need to see it through, and it helps in discipline aspects. So I've realized that, sorry, most of the time, like when I write something, I'm more likely to execute it than when I plan it in my mind, and then I'm more likely to procrastinate. So that's the difference between writing down your thoughts and planning something in your mind. And also, what I've noticed is that sometimes as human, we tend to have these things that we want to accomplish, and this form of affirmations, because I came across that when I was meditating. Now I realized that when you write down your own thoughts and then you turn them into affirmations, That's when you get to see those thoughts manifest into reality. You see? So what I'm trying to say today is whatever it is that you're going through, get a piece of paper, write down whatever it is that you're going through. I would prefer that you write it down in a piece of paper with a pen. Write it down like you're studying. Just write. And then tear that piece of paper and then burn it. You will see the difference that you will feel like when you do that process. I don't know what, as I've said earlier, I don't know what is your coping mechanism, because I do this and it seems to work for me. I also like record on my sound recorder in my phone. So I just want you guys to to take that today. This topic of today is write down your own thoughts and then watch them manifest into reality, because your thoughts are your affirmations. So whatever it is that you do, try by all means to feed yourself with positive thing. So I just want you guys to make sure that you follow us on our page, hit the like button, subscribe. On the next episode, I will show you what we're going to give you. And it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. So all you have to do is to stay tuned. Follow at Fast Session on Facebook. Follow at Fast Sessions on Instagram, on TikTok. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and tune in for the next episode of Conversations with Simo. Peace out.